You're watching Mike
I have always
Andreula.
been obsessed with the idea of controlling my mind to control my body. This started when I was very young, and my brother Timmy told me that if I was given to a scientist, that I would be able to move things with my mind. And I believe that would be false until I saw the Vice special on Wim Hof. Obviously, he's not moving things with his mind, but he's able to swim under a polar ice cap. Okay? He's able to climb a mountain in his shorts. And not only is he able to do that, his students are able to do that. So I knew immediately I needed to talk to this man. I needed to spread the message. I needed to get everything out of him that I possibly could. So I want to share that with you right now.
Hey, Michael.
Hi, Wim. How are you? Hey, guys.
Right on. So we want to have it spread out all over because it's good, simple, effective. That's it.
Are you just using your mind and creating these things, you think, Wim?
Yes. Matter of fact, yes. If your mind has no limit and your feeling is like it's my right to be happy, strong, and healthy, and I can bring it to anybody, by science endorsed, then this should be spread out. And it's done by the mind. Somebody's got to begin. You do the same thing. You're spreading out. Hey, man, we are here on the earth, and we want to live in harmony, sane, and be happy and strong. And it's very simple. It's our right, but it's also our obligation to bring it out and to be fearless in this. To bring it out, just that. It's nature. We just listen to Mother Nature itself. So my mind is always tuned with Mother Nature. Then it's very simple. Every day is a beautiful day.
This is an evolution of thought, because when you were a young man, did you feel this was inside of you, or did you develop it?
As a young man, you see the world. You see the world in your family, in the neighborhood, on television, in the papers. And there's too much bad news. Too much is going on. So I don't think that to be right. And I feel, if I feel, and when I felt it, I felt this is no good. It's not good. So we are going to do something about it. If nobody's going to do something about it, I'm going to do something about it. And that's it. So I began. I began to read about esoteric disciplines, about religions, traditions, cultures, languages, and practicing all kinds of disciplines. But then finally I found out the cold. The cold gave me back the insight of what we never have learned from childhood. Be one with nature. And if you are one with nature, then the depth of your physiology is going to work better and makes you able to change and to control your mood. And what is it? Everybody wants to be happy, but nobody knows anymore. So we got to shout it out, bring it out, that we are able to go deeper in our physiology. And once again, science backed it up. Endocrine systems and the mind, the brain body, we are able to tap in. So let's do this.
Yes. It provides clarity. That's the word. I'm only on week 3 of the course. But you get clarity, which sounds maybe simple, but for so many people, if you can just have clarity for a moment, and you can start building on this moment where you actually feel in tuned, like you said, you get into rhythm, and we're getting rhythm into nature here. So I really feel like that's what it's bringing me. It's giving me, my mind isn't in every direction, it's zoned in.
Exactly. Being tuned, being here once again with the environment. I mean, it's all about breathing. Mother Nature's all around us. We have to be in harmony. So if we breathe in the presence of Mother Nature. We are in contact. But if we do shallow breathing because of our stress, the daily occupations, the pressure of it all, the confusion, you don't know that happiness and strength and health is available for every person physiologically, then you begin to, you lose this contact, this interaction with Mother Nature itself, which is right here, right now. And that brings about clarity. Oxygen brings about the right pH degree in the depth of our body, which enables the mind to be in harmony with the body. And it was built to make us able to control our mood and strength and health.
And you rediscovered this through this. I mean, you looked at everything: kung fu, yoga. You are fantastic at yoga, by the way. Your flexibility is amazing. You've completely taken charge of your physical body. It's quite inspiring to me, because I look at you and I am striving to get there.
Right on. That's nice. It's like we are mammals. And when mammals get old, they still need the need for having food and run around and be fast and be instinctive, intuitive, and all that. We lost this ability. So I just maintain in the moment and the flows of the electricity, which is the nervous system, controls the cardiovascular system, and all that together brings about the insight, the realization, oh, it's all here. Yes. I got to be in tune right now. I got to let it flow and go with the flow consciously. So that's what we do all the time. And it's very simple. And I think it's right now the time people got fed up with the past and too much politics and confusion, power going things. We got to return to care, not only about the world, but about our children, about animals, about harmony with every living entity, which is from a leaf and insect to the human beings.
Wim, would you call this a certain type of meditation, or is this beyond meditation? The breathing exercises, the mindset, the commitment.
Yes, the breathing is the interaction between the body and the soul. And it wants to breathe. The soul wants to express itself. And it's done by deeper conscious breathing. Then things come together. Then every moment, they say in yoga, Satchitananda Vigraha. But that's yoga, where in the Western way we talk about brain-body connection. But it's all the same. It's about happiness. It's about intelligence. It's about enough energy to do anything you want to achieve, because it's all in. And it's there. It makes sense that it is all in there. And we have the vehicle to realize our whatever is in a dream, a vision. Anybody has it. And as long as we strive to realize this vision in ours, like the old natives did in the vision quest, then we are in tune with our nature, and nature provides by energy, by breathing, making things together, and you realize, then the consciousness begins to expand. And there is the health, the strength, and the happiness. They are just fundamentals.
Do you look at any of the possibilities of, you mentioned the natives? There's some history of them taking like hallucinogenics or other plant materials to try to get to that level of consciousness. Is that necessary, or is that something that is done, in your opinion?
Hallucinatics, etc., is not really necessary. It's because of a lot of confusion going on. but that's why people need artificially to tune in that way. They actually trigger what is already there. And we don't need that. We need better breathing and being conscious about it, change our conditioning, recondition our mind, that it is here right now, built to make us feel happy, strong, and healthy. And once you get that, you don't, these artificial drugs, etc., they have a limited time span in the body. Then at a certain moment you get adapted to it, and you get a need for it. Most people, when they are young, they take drugs and all that. They stop at a certain time in their lives. And what did they learn? To have a rush? What you really have to learn is throughout the life, go in the flow, and it all expands naturally. And you become the flower of the life.
Do you still feel curious, Wim, of the possibilities out there? Do you ask yourself a lot of questions and contemplate, or are you pretty certain you know what you're doing and what you should be doing for the next 50 years?
Yes, for the next 50 or 100 years,
100.
Who knows? Timelessness is expressed in the depth of the moment. And so I don't care about how old I'm going to be. I'm going to live. I always say I'm not afraid to die. I'm afraid not to live. So I want to be here in the moment, fearless. And my new goal is not only science. Science is developing by itself now. And we have shown the autonomic nervous system in relationship to the immune system and the endocrine system. It's all there. They got to learn how to do it, and they are reaffirming all the time now. So we got a breakthrough in this. And now, I think the next level is love itself. Care. Care for the world, care for the children who come. Otherwise, we get these conflicts with the refugees and wars and tensions once again. We gotta bring it back to the source. And that's my next challenge. I wanna help as much children in the world as possible. Not only the children, I'm into, for example, practically, I'm into a new project, which is the Garden of Eden project. Masai will come to Amsterdam from Tanzania, and will take part in a sponsoring activity which we did, organized, and people are going to swim in the cold. Many people do a Guinness World Record at the same time, and raise money by companies. So I give workshops to the companies. So we are raising money to get these wells drilled. There is a lot of drought over there. And because there is a lot of drought, people have no money.
Yes.
And the water is there, and it's always refilled by the monsoon. But they cannot get there. Now we will get there, and then water will be on the surface, not only for the people, also for the animals. And because there is no money, there's a lot of poaching going on. So what we want is the water for the people and for the animals, for the whole Garden of Eden. And the Maasai have no fear for lions when they walk through the savannah. But we in the West, we got a lot of fear. And we are able to, with an attitude, to walk around in the cities and, have always this fear and blockages and inhibitions. They haven't, because they are in tune with nature. So I want to bring people from the West with fear to the Maasai and have them guided through the savannah without gates, without cars, and have them fearless within 3 days. They pay their journey over there, And they are the Maasai then are, and they get rid of fears and inhibitions, and then and they get the money to maintain the park, and there is no poaching anymore. And this is what I want: harmony with even extreme nature, and show it. And first, one project is going to be a prototype. Then we're going to spread it out like, hey, you talked about mushrooms. It's going to be spread it out like mushrooms all over the world. Mind blowing, man.
I really love that idea. I'm going to do one of the cold retreats you do, but maybe I'm going to have to come to Africa as well. But
Kilimanjaro is the Kilimanjaro.
Yes.
We are going to climb Kilimanjaro again, in short.
yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to be fully in your hands, so...
Hey, man, come on. I see a good-looking man, strong, with a great motivation. You're very able to do this.
Okay. I'm excited.
Yeah, get the 10 weeks going and just get your mind to it. And you're very able to get into the depth of your physiology, mirrored by the Kilimanjaro in too fast a time for the physiological experts, but we are doing it because we show we are able to do more than as we think.
I believe it. I even believe the breathing exercises are enabling me to compete at a better level when I do jiu-jitsu or kickboxing. I have more energy.
Right on.
Nobody even talked about the breathing aspect of their body, how huge of a possibility it is for you to be able to breathe in and create more energy.
Yes,
It's mind-blowing.
yes, it is, because it gets into the cell level, and that's beautiful. The mitochondria get more energy, and they produce more energy because of it. The oxygen gets into the mitochondria, and they generate more energy. That's the thing. Once that is happening, the pH level goes up. You won't be acidic anymore, and you are able to go on where normally you had to cut off. Take a rest, and it's not possible anymore because it's too acidic. No, not anymore. Okay, that's the breathing. Now, when we get this breathing right going physiologically, then the flow within the body is going to be better. And if the pH degree is right, then the mind is enabled to go deeper into the body and to direct all the systems. And that's all about it. And then you become conscious, hey, I can do this, I can do that, I can change my mood, I can have more energy, I can prevent from disease. Hey, that's what we want. And then the spirit will expand within that body naturally. That's the way nature has built us. And we have brought this now to science, but still we need to go on and to bring it to every individual in the world, because everybody has the right to be happy, strong, and healthy.
I think this is the only, well, it's not the only way, but it's the most easily taught way that I've seen, where you don't need an outside anything. It's, you have the power. And if we have, especially in New York, I can probably start talking to school systems, and maybe you can come up with the curriculum, because I believe I can help with that to get into school systems.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's beautiful work. And it's so easy. And the thing is, you bring consciousness. You bring you open up what already is existent, and what will take away a lot of tensions and problems and all that. If people get their trust back again, that they are able to change their mood and energy and health, then we got it all. Then nature is able to thrive, to fly like a bird. It's free. And when you feel this freedom, And that's it. That's what we want. Then they will begin to learn to respect nature as well, because it's all nature.
Bring it back to that. That's where we got away from. Wim, is there something that you feel like sent you this message? Do you believe there's a God? Do you believe there's a heaven? Do you believe Buddha? Do you have your own opinion? I always ask because I'm always looking.
Sure. I think it's Mother Nature is for us all. And it maybe sometimes it's called Buddha, Christ, Allah, Zarathustra, whatever, many names, one entity for everybody to become happy, strong, and healthy. That's God. That's love. And it's all around us. We just need to deepen our consciousness and be convicted that we are able to direct our souls to the right one, which is the light, which is being okay, which is being fearless, which is being right on.
Okay. What about, and a lot of people, at least from the American side, they're so connected to this, but they almost feel that they need to be unhappy to be motivated to make money, to raise family, or they feel like if they feel content, they'll stop doing anything. They just won't produce as much. Obviously, you don't believe in this mindset, and now I'm learning you might produce even more. You might be more productive if you are in this mindset. Do you have any opinions on how money affects our psychology?
Yes, money is based on fear. Money is based on fear, and we want to have security. But it's a circle going round, around, around. We chase money instead of being healthy, strong, and healthy. Mm-hmm. That if we have this, what? Ask yourself, and give this question to any person: what do you want for your child? Do you want it to become rich and have a lot? In the meanwhile, we have all these insecurities of diseases and mood changing within the life. Is that what you want for your children, or do you want happiness, strength, and health? And that's what based on fear, and that's why we have to make money. Is a thing of the past, and it's gonna change anyway. We have to bring back the system serving us, serving the health, happiness, and strength, instead of chasing all the time over there, getting stressed, and it's wrong for the physiology. People have to learn, not to learn from me. There is no dogma. But ask yourself, what do you want for your child? That should be care and love. I think everybody agrees within that. But the system all got us so confused. So it's so hidden. We are completely in fear, paralyzed. We don't know anymore. Too individual. We are not open anymore. It's locked in. We gotta learn that happiness, strength, and health is very, very much available right here, right now.
I gotta keep that in the forefront of my mind because it's very easy if you take in information is like food. People, if you allow information to come into your mind, you're going to get influenced and get pulled into different directions. That's why I value your online course so much, because it's allowing me to get healthy inspiration, information without getting sidetracked with a bunch of, commercials about money. And if you sit down and watch an American TV, which I don't have, you're going to see commercials for money, and it subconsciously changes your mind and gets you to think in different directions. I just think it's an interesting point. When I go to Holland, I am excited to see with how your TV is and how your culture is, and see if there's a major difference between America and Holland in the psychology of the everyday citizen.
I don't know. It's the West, but anyway, you will see that. That's the West. But my goal is to help as much children in the world and living entities, the nature itself, and any means I will use therein. It's very strategic, and I'm going on very tactical. My son and my team, they work with me. They are dealing with the money and the business and this and that. I want to make as much money if money is the way to help the children finally. I don't need money, but I need as much money possible to realize projects if it is necessary to have. So then I make a sport out of it. I'm very good in sports. I take it on like a mountain. It's a mountain. I need to be prepared. I'm into it. I learn about the roots and about the vegetation, about the possible difficulties, etc. And I will overcome. I will get to the summit because my body is serving me therein in these goals. So I don't know the way I'm going to realize this, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, you're on your way. I consider it, and I'm going to take this from Duncan Trussell, another podcast you'll probably be on. It's green energy. We want to send you as much green energy as possible because you're going to make the
backside of the background is green.
Green. It's coming in.
Yeah, nice.
You have the green energy instead of thinking it as dollars and cents, and people are going to accumulate money, and you have to ask yourself, who do you want to accumulate this green energy? It's certainly someone that is going to help out in Africa, the children.
Yeah, the Garden of Eden projects. Yes. That's a good one too. Yeah. Yeah, we got, all these good people, they have gone, like Mandela, Gandhi, like, I don't know, so many good people. We are the new ones. And we gotta be in charge of that. We are responsible and we are directing now. And you are doing right now very good work. And I try to do my best as well. And I'm very conscious of the fact that I'm gaining power and I will take it on. I will take on my responsibility therein and say, yes, I am. Somebody's got to do it. So I do it. Here I am. Thank you.
Well, I don't know if there's anything else I could top that. I really, really appreciate the time, and doing this twice, I think it came out even better.
10 times. I don't care. We got a message. We got a mission. You always can call me in the middle of the night to have a great podcast if you see fit and if you see that it is necessary. I'm always there. I always feel the energy to bring it out, You
do. You get me in such a good mood. I get so happy. What do you want me to do? All right. Like, I'm your soldier here. Do you want me to go out, just spread the message to as many people as possible in America? If you have unique services you want me to do, I'll do. I could email and call every broadcaster in America if you'd like.
Wow. So, just keep on the way you do because you're perfect. All right. You're doing perfectly right now. Thank you very much. I'm a soldier too. We are brothers. Okay. So let's fight this thing. And until it is not solved, we keep on. And stay healthy, strong, and happy.
I really appreciate it, man. You are fantastic. We'll be talking to you soon. Get out there, enjoy the rest of your day.
Right on. I'll do that. You too.